Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A man coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play. But the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. And they'll send Miller in motion right. Robinson up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down and a run by Robinson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a way to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They won in 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Here's Tank Dell to return it from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. And they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it easily move into the top 5.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Open man there is Collins, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Stroud off the play fake. That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. But that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
Another forceful rush there by Jarrett. Not a lot of help for them making these types of plays last season. Managed 6 sacks, which led Atlanta. But good news, the Falcons, they move on their defense.
Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Here we go, 19 Tiger.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line.
Let's go now.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Buffalo 18.
Stroud sets up the play action. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. Buffalo 80.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense. Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football. And it's caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone. And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. We're there to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. Now 2nd and 5.
Striker, 3, cluster, 6. Ready?
Going play action. Ritter. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. The 71 yards rushing for him now to this point. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep. Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Algier, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are once again back in front. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across. Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown. And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it. Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
2nd and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Stroud on 3rd down now. On a slant, here's Collins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Stroud looking to throw. This is caught. It's Woods. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Come on, come on. Hey. 19 Lions. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Here we go.
Now is 2nd and 10.
18 rattle, 18 rattle.
The throwing again is Stroud. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Drop 60, drop 60.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. Pass complete to Pierce. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this 1st half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Forced out to his left. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Coup now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
That good for 19 and a first down.
22 needle. Hut.
On play action, here's Ritter. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Faster.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Ritter going to change up the look.
Yellow. Zoom. Set. Hut.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be a third and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Hey, green. Hustle. Set.
Back to the ground with Robinson. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons add 6 to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. Throwing now is Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Stroud. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Stroud now on fourth down. That is caught, and he is going to have a Texans first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. Here goes Stroud again. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And they're going to speed things up here. And Stroud now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure that was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Zoom black. Slide blue.
Here's Ritter. He's got a man complete. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 89 yards. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired. Here's Koo to kick it off. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Texans on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Rig alert. Cup 19. Cup 19. Dragon 60. Warrior 70. Go.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Buffalo 18.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Again, it's Stroud.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Ready.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 55 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And his throw here's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. Right side complete, that's Woods. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Stroud working out of the gun. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
18 Rattler. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
3rd and goal, Stroud. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That's complete. It's Collins. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
Come on, set.
Stroud looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it, and the Falcons are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half, want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Robinson with another carry. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Fight 60. Go pink.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, and make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
He's got a full head of steam on his horse. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their